gotta do this. Come on.
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Perfect air snare.
Pay attention.
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Jump in, finds the mark. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Misses the drive impact. All right, what's coming up next? Shoots off a fireball up close. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Taking stock. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. The kick hits! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be... burnout activates. Going in? Blocks that off! Uses the target combo as a filler. Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see! Shin, Ryu, Rip-Off!
Bet that hurt.
Super gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing.
Right.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Connects with the throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jump. Sets up with the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Game meets them air to air. Excellent block. Chucks the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Drops them from the air. Next, the counter. Quickly corrects them. Back into the corner, throws them. What's next? Impact squat. And whiff. They're one on dumps them. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Smart play with the throw. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Takes a trip. Player one has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Checks him with a projectile. Did well to get the buff in there. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Had the radar up and running. They were expecting that drive impact. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Going in? Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Each hit is so important. Experiencing burnout. Sneaks in the throw. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Throws them to negate the block. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. What'll happen here? Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 will look to a KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Jumps, goes to the air. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Knockdown and looking for a chance. Knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jumper out of here. Player 2 is barely hanging on. Cross super hard incoming. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Player 2 still has a chance, but no! Straight up the line. Just what they were after. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks the impact. Nails the anti-air. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Projectile to try and change the situation. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Very solid corner switch. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Going in, they decide to take a breather to regroup. Burnout activates. Player 2, the drive impact hits for a punish. That combo finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. That feeling out phase is perfect execution with the anti-air. Impact squat. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Okay, here we go. Both fighters have a full super meter all in with a rush. Player 2, the drive impact doesn't work. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2, shrugs that off. Looking to follow up after that target. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. Lands the super. Time for dessert. Player... No! Stunned off the wall. Shoots their shot. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. It is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
USA.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Just out of range for that throw. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Punishes that build-time attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Time's the only thing moving here. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Rolls out the Soba. Throws them to negate the block. Going in? Oh God, this KO! Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? This round is so important. You can looking to impress with this super. Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Ripper. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Hits them with a stopping pop. Uses the target combo as a filler. Side switch in the corner. Both fighters planning something? KO. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
USA.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Decides to go in with the target combo. Opts for the throw. Taking stock. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Player two may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Will this super art connect? Uses the gauge. Goes for the super art? KO. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player one can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. KO! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Japan.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on. This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That barely connected, but it still counts. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Checks them with a projectile. Will this super art connect? That drive impact doesn't get through. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Flashes him. Player 1 fires off a Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 needs to use the Predator corner here. Doesn't miss a beat. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Big difference in life and big low attack will pick up the win this round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
USA. Make it a scrappy fight! France.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Gets the jump in. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Shikujinrai doing the business! Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Yes! Drive impact for the win! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
India.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. That was a solid anti-air. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 with the life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Strings it all, goes for the super art? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Yoga Flame! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Risky but thrilling time. That's the Yoga Inferno Rift. What'll happen here? Now, can they finish the job? This may be it. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? This can lead to some big damage. The drive impact doesn't work. Okay, a super art? The Dragon Last Super? What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Jamaica.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Come on. Bring the heat.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Gets a chance with that jump hit. Knockdown. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. They're on the lookout for jump hits. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Life Lead opens up, heats it up with a combo into super. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Each hit is so important. It's a good. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Uses the target combo as a filler. Rolling Soba. Hits him with a stop and block. Goes with the safe stuff with that. Looking to impress with this super. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player, they were right to be on guard there. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Experiencing burnout. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a fireball. This crowns him from above. Brushes that off and keeps going. Taps him on the toe. Dragon Last. Super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2 connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Nothing stops this train. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. Noticeable life lead. Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
say? Carry the ball. Fight. Russia.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'll take on all of you. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Not shy with the grab. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Reads them. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Near the end of the round, will the experiencing grip gets him? Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Brushes that off and keeps going. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? A super art? Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat. Prioritizes the side switch over Galen. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Burns out. Super art to show him what a PhD in fighters can do for you. No, are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Italy.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Give me your best shot!
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow. Shut down. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player one is just about out of drive after that. The jump-in catches them. Knockdown. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drop. Gets them. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That drive impact doesn't get through. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Pushing through with the Gladius. Player two sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Goes low. Player one is in a... They can't squander this punish counter chance. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Shikujinra hits. Good damage off him there. Going in, long-range fireball to break the silence. Balance from above. Flatline zone. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Japan.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'm number one. Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player one has the life lead. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Goes for the command grab. Knockdown. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. 100 hand slap. Neither of them willing to back off here. In there. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes in with the drive impact to start. Checks him with the projectile. Flashes him. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Quick breather. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Oicho! Launches him. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters planning something? Grab super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. A single hit will do it. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. So, what's next? Things are very... Wow, reads the counterattack. Grabs him. Oh, they got him. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Get powered up. Who's going to steal Crimson from above? Player one with the lead, absolutely relentless. Taking chunks out of each other here. That's gonna leave him rattled. Both sides getting ready. Sets up with the jump in. Excellent damage. Impact squat. Player comes up with the ultimate killer head wrap. They push their way out of the corner. Player two is mount. Nothing stops this train. Grabs them. Pancake time. It is over. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion.
We're not done! Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump spin finds the mark. There's a corner swing. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? Strings it all together. Combo with the target combo. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Rushes that off and keeps going. Pops them with a shorty from up above. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 has a slight luck, delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Show of force. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Not much life difference. Both fighters planning something. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. There's space. This is gonna hurt. Goes super hard to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. No, are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. What'll be the plan here? Breaks through with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Nice shot. Well, well.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Come on.
An honor, to be sure. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The combo's there. Cross-up block. Some fine spacing and timing. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Nothing but air for the impact. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. 3-volt ices him. Had the radar up and running. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 has depleted their drive boost, but they are still within range to win this. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Gets them with the anti-air. Three glove. Beats off a fireball up close. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Spikes him with three gloves. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Grabs and throws him away. Super clutch corner switch. The low kick hits. Cages them in with the Lavsuka. The super doesn't hit. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
And whips! They're wide open! Reads the jump in perfectly! Jumps in! Crowns them from above! Nails the 3-ball! This can lead to some big damage! Amazing! Babu, what a smart blow! What are they gonna do? 3-ball! Overhead, but it won't work! Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack! What now? Why let the Chernobyl rip? Closes it out! Player 2 really had to fight for that one! No shortage of drama!
We're not done! We gotta do this. Come on.
An honor, to be sure. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Gets the crossover. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Jump in finds the mark. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Sticks the combo. Sticks the jump in. And the throw ends the round. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Projectile to try and change the situation. Big counter. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Hits them with a stop and pop. Chin right kick. It's a good spot to use the super. Air money don't make no money. Spins it off on a Shinryu Rippa. Using the super can open up huge chances for him. Sneaks in the throw.
We'll finish this.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Thanks for playing. Congratulations! Practice versus Arcade Online. Ring match. For you. Things are looking up. I'm gonna boost him even in a court, but it what the heck I live. India.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring!
Prepare yourself.
Round one. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Starts with a jump in. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Throws them to negate the block. No more drive. Oicho! In a dire situation, they can't get so. Player 1 hits them. It's always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. Oicho throw. You can't let them close in like that. Blast them. And now a super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. This may be it. Avoids getting cornered. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 1 looking to impress with this super ultimate killer head wrap. Both fighters, Oicho. Too much. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in.
Japan.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Step into the ring!
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a good read on their opponent. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Great work finding the opening. Reads them. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. 100-hand slap. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Uses the gauge for a super art. Responds with the ultimate killer head wrap. Player 1, Oicho throw. You can't KO. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
USA. Make it a scrap heap. Fight! China.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Step into the ring!
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Look out!
Gets a good read on their opponent. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 1 chases them down. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good old slaps. Big opportunity coming. Knockdown and player one going on the offensive. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters planning something. 100-hand slap. Not much life left, but they're driving big time win. And the flying. Forward throw, laying the pressure on Thick. Player two becomes nothing but air. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player one hand crowns him from above. That's gonna leave him rattled. You need guts to pull that off. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
France.
What a city! And what better place to...
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Getting a punish counter like that is how you want to start a round. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player one has the life lead. What are they thinking here? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Well-timed corner switch. Frees them. That slight doubt is all it took. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Oh, says nope, goes in with the arabesque. How's this round going to develop? Rushes that off and keeps going. Stops the attack by looking to impress with this super. Responds with the ultimate killer head round. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Oicho throws. You can't let him close in like that. Oicho! One chance here may end this match. They're live and that's gonna leave him rattled. Overhead, but it's in there!
It's all about!
Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
What do you think of my sumo?
This is a traveling.